The 17,508 islands of Indonesia's archipelago has its very own island of gods, Bali. This beautiful island is known to be a paradise for several obvious reasons. Its dreamy beaches, refreshing waterfalls, and its clear lakes. Although this idyllic description might soon be a thing of its past. Asia is responsible for 60 to 70% of the world's ocean pollution. And Indonesia is rated second internationally after China. For the past decade, Indonesia has been in the limelight of international media for polluting 64 million tons of plastic garbage a year. And worldwide, 2,880,000,000 tons of plastic garbage gets dumped. 700 hectares of land in Indonesia is turned into tourist properties. And we all know tourism can generate a lot of waste. 20,000 cubic meters of plastic garbage gets dumped every day in Bali. And 75% of this is left uncollected or put into illegal dumps. Bali does not have enough rubbish trucks or land for this amount of trash. In Germany, 87% of their waste is recycled. Why? Germany's government educates their people of the consequences that will happen after throwing away garbage. Throwing away garbage on the streets gets you charged 1 million rupiah to protect their lands, rivers, and oceans. How many millions would Bali make if they had the same rule? Indonesia has just started working on recycling programs in Java. Trash booms have been created to manage and sort their waste. Trash booms are like drag nets that fish for trash. The only downside of this invention is that it only works on calm waters. We all know there are many private companies and organizations in Indonesia that try to manage the waste. But without government support and waste management systems, they are not enough. At a young age, burying myself in the sand and running around playing tag. In fact, we could care less to fall. Falling was actually the best part. We would sink into the soft sand while getting gently buried by the blue waters. What happened? Why can't children experience much of the beauty of these beaches anymore? As I grew up in Bali, the trash and tourism was like it was always there before me. It would never seem to be a problem. Year after year, numbers has started to increase, and now mass tourism has impacted Bali so much, most of its beaches are filled with trash. So I thought of different ways to collect the trash of the Bali beaches, but I couldn't quite think of something original. So I thought, why not take it a step back and collect all the trash before it even reaches the beach? I looked at different rivers around Bali using maps as an advantage. After knowing the right rivers and subaks I would attempt to clean, I just had to figure out what I would clean them with. I knew it had to be some sort of net, I just wasn't sure what would work. Talking to Pak Noan helped me realize a vision because at first, I thought of one big net spread across the whole river, but he told me that wouldn't quite work because I had to attach the bottom ends of the net to the bottom of the riverbed. So he showed me some net designs of his old class and told me what materials I needed and how to make them. I felt inspired and got to making them right away. What did I need? Simple. Use tires, use bicycle rims, nets, and zip ties. Getting all this material was a relatively easy part of my project, but the nets was the difficult part because I searched the beaches to find any used nets I could use for my project, but all the ones I found were either scratched apart or moldy, which I couldn't rely on. So I had to end up buying nets and zip ties to make sure everything stays intact and strong. Once the net is ready and has a location to be put in, it gets used as soon as possible. My first complete net was tested down in our river at the bridge. Everything worked just as planned, in fact, a bit better than I thought. Although it only caught natural stuff, which is a good thing, meaning our river is relatively clean. Now I just had to decide where to put my nets. Where was the most polluted parts of Bali? I put my first few nets at a river in Penarungan, which is west of Sibang. I let them do their job for a few days, and as I came back, I was surprised that it actually worked. I collected tons of shocking stuff like brick t-shirts, plastic bottles, and yeah, it was disgusting. One man's waste is another man's treasure. I have successfully upcycled used material to prevent more waste. Right now, 4 of my nets are still in this river west of Sibang, hopefully collecting trash. The main point of my project was not just to collect trash with what I have built, but also to inspire the children that they can make a difference as well with a small creation with just simple materials. I spoke to many students in sustainable solutions, and I told them how easy it actually is, and the time to start is now. I am positive that we again will have beautiful Bali beaches, waterfalls that fall with only water, and ways that do not carry trash. And our children will experience what we have always longed them to experience. We can be the change we want to see in our world. The solution is more simple than you think. Thank you.